That's my thoughts, at least. Maybe I haven't showed you that. Pretty sure I showed you that. I think we're done. I think we're done. No, we're not done. You guys probably didn't get a time lapse, but I did shoot a time lapse, all that stuff coming out of the boat. Well, right here. Right in that ignorant spot where I welded something where I shouldn't have welded something, and I had to cut something out later anyhow. What's up, everybody? Ian here, Half Cut Garage. I hope you're all enjoying that epic fall jet boat recovery. Oh my, did that mini take a licking. Anyhow, we're back on the micro build. This episode is all about the little things. We're gonna get the bilge tied up, the venturis, some of the wire ties, stuff like that, a whole bunch of random stuff all over the map. I hope you try to follow place. Let's get started off. Front venturi, let's go. Now, the venturi line will have to come in here too. We're gonna build something there to strap that down. Same thing, probably have to use something there. You probably use some of them standoffs. I'm gonna drill through here, maybe notch through here, have it come up here. The 90 winds up at the perfect spot. We'll get a new chunk of hose here. It has to make it all the way back down to the pump. Bilge pump is a disappointment. No, it's not that bad. Anyhow, it's not gonna fit in here like I'd originally planned, keeping this all the way it was. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out a square big enough that this bilge pump will fit in there. And we'll build a box into the engine compartment. We have some room down at the bottom. We'll build a little box into there that'll house this, and then have this pump out. Same deal, it'll be sealed off. It'll only pump out this side, bilge pump for that side.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, staying straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squads with a play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
This bilge, the only way it's gonna fit in here and not interfere is if I cut part of this out and box it into the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, new battery. We got our hole cut. We're gonna box in the back once we take the motor out. Key is making the hole big enough. Bilge pump can be serviced from this side. Number one. Number two, it's gonna stick out this way, pump. Where'd my hose go? Got a chunk of hose. The hose will come out there. Back over this side. Around this venturi. And I'm gonna drill a hole right here. Right in that ignorant spot where I welded something where I shouldn't have welded something, and I had to cut something out later anyhow. Then I've got this. Remember how I told you in that other episode? Hillbillies use whatever they have. Well, we don't have through hole fittings. We have this. We're gonna cut it off. It's got barb on both sides. We'll put it halfway in the middle. We'll be able to clamp the hose on this side, clamp the hose on the other side. Should be watertight. Why such a big bilge pump? Well, you imagine you stuff the front end of this thing into a massive wave. The whole wave's gonna come over the top. With the engine compartment sealed, it'll essentially turn into a bobber or something, so pump this water out quick. That's my thoughts, at least.
6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I move past in time, I choose stacking dimes. You see me half the time while I move past and climb. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never cap in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, if it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm boned in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. It's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's fast. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today.
You remember that cam I cut off for my through haul up there? Maybe I haven't showed you that. Pretty sure I showed you that. Anyhow, there's the other piece. Well, lo and behold, guess what, it fits just perfectly. So, drain plug it is. I made the hole substantially bigger than this hole so that I can't weld the bottom of this on the outside. But once I take the pump and everything back out for final assembly, I can get in there with my spool gun and weld the inside completely. So I'm going to put as much pass on it right now as I can on the outside. We'll finish the inside off later. I'm probably going to stick my head in your way though. Sorry. We got her all wired up. So we've got rear bilge, start button, choke, front bilge, throttle, stick steer, buzzer we have to weld in yet, but we got to flip the boat upside down to do that. Got our wiring harness all in here. Got our tether, stop button, front bilge, Venturi's in, runs all the way up. Thing is with Venturis, they got to go up and then down, because if you don't, it will siphon backwards. So you have to go above your water line or it'll suck out when the boat's running, and when the boat stops, it'll reverse flow and fill your boat up and sink it. Always above the water line. In my case, it goes right up and over top, about as high as I could possibly get it. Back bilge is in. I got to build a screen for it. I've got my bilge pumps are wired separately, 2 separate fuses, 2 separate failure points. That looks like a jumbled mess, but I got to put some wire hangers in there and whatnot. We'll clean that up. Back Venturi, same deal. It'll have a spot where it'll hang up high, but it'll sit down in here. Bilge pump is back down in here. You saw we got our plug welded in. I don't know where the plug went. That being said, time to blow it apart. I'm gonna try a time lapse again. We'll see if we can time lapse this all coming back apart. Woo.
Pushing till I fall, I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep in
quick, eh? We'll see how that turned out. So I started off with this template here. So then I took this and I used it because I got to go up and over top. I marked the line where this riser is here, and I marked the line where the keel piece is here. So my up and over top piece, I know is 4 inches. So I just drew it out. There to there to there. Gets me my piece that goes all the way around. Now, of course, this is bent. I'm guessing I got a 1/2 inch from here to here. It's probably more like 1 inch, but I'm going to start at a 1/2 inch. So I just measured up where the bend starts. On either side, I drew a line. Come in 1/2 inch. We'll cut this 1/2 inch out now. We'll see if we're on the money. Not bad. We're going to go with that. So we'll transfer this on to a piece of aluminum. We'll get them cut out. Probably weld most of it up outside the boat. Slide her in, weld her up.
Never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's fast. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
And that about does it. A couple of tabs on that fuel tank for where the bilge hose crosses it. And we're done with a little nitpicky. Anyhow, appreciate you watching. This weekend, Epic Jet Boat Recovery Part 3. Thanks for watching. Be sure to drop us a like, a comment, hit the subscribe button. I'm just a one-man band doing my thing. Nee, 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 nee. Oh yeah, look at the nuts hanging off that guy.